Mammoth.
Just want to stop being anxious.
Mammoth Cave!
Don't want to get there. Let's go.
Oh, that's a healthy speed bump. Oh. Oh.
Hi.
How's it going?
Good. How are you all?
We're doing well.
Awesome. You already have a reservation, or are you looking to make one?
We have one.
We have one.
You know what I would appreciate you doing?
What?
Going and getting my rain jacket.
Okay. Whoa.
Unsafe water.
Use this hose for
Potable.
flushing, trailer holding.
Potable water's
where's
back
potable?
there.
Oh. Okay. What's going on?
We're getting water.
We're getting water.
What do you mean?
Water for the camper, because they don't have any at the site.
Getting water here at Mammoth Cave National Park, and what you don't want to do first is check in. So if you check in, you need to make a U-turn around the check-in spot to come back to Caver's General Store, because that's where the potable water and the dump station is. And if you're like us, you pulled up to the dump station thinking that's where the potable water would be. No, it's way back here, so I had to back up. So.
I'm in the car with the GoPro on.
Now it's raining. It stinks.
Yeah, now it's like raining good. So there's a couple of things that we definitely want you to know about for Mammoth Cave Campground.
Tell me more.
So the campground has 4 loops. One of them is a tent only loop, and that's loop A. And then there's loops B, C, and D, which are RV, I think tent as well, because there was tent people in our loop.
Yes. I would also say that loop B, as in boy, was actually closed.
It was closed while we were there. I don't know if that's just
Normal?
or if they only open that for when they need more space or what. I did notice that loops B and D were a little bit tighter than loop C. We were in loop C.
And I would say if you have a rig that's longer than 30 feet, you're probably going to be in loop C. Those seem to be the biggest.
If you're there at all.
If you're there at all. Again, you may not even be there because maybe you want to go to a different spot.
Yes. Yeah. So the campground is open from March through December. They're not open in January or February, and you can make a reservation at recreation.gov. It's $25 a night. There are no hookups.
0 hookups.
At all. They do have a dump station where you can get water. So there's that. But then you're going to need to figure out the rest. They do have generator hours, right?
Interesting side note about the water. So we did notice that inside of at least, again, loop C that we were in, there were water spigots. I think there was 2 of them that were actually in the loop. There's a bathroom area, and on the path of the bathroom area on both sides of the loop, there was a spigot. Now, I'm not advocating that you get water there, but I'm just saying that if you just happen to camp beside maybe that spigot, maybe you would have access to water with maybe a 50-foot hose. I'm just saying, just throwing that out there.
You could get water if you ran out.
Just throwing that out there, that if you don't want to get it at the dump station, get at that spigot. Okay, sorry.
Okay. And speaking of those bathrooms that are in the loop, they have flush toilets, but there are no showers.
But now, if you go down to Caver's,
just outside of the loop, right, it's actually where the dump station is.
yeah, I mean, totally a 2-minute walk. You can totally go get on-site laundry. Cavers is a little bitty store that's got a couple of, again, necessities that if you forgot anything, you could get it there. But they've got laundry, and they also have showers that you can purchase 4 whole minutes for $1.50.
Yeah. So if you really wanted to take a shower,
Make it rain.
you can do that.
Yeah. So those were options.
Yep. Another thing about the campground is that on their website, it says that they have length restrictions. And for RVs, it's 38 feet, and for trailers, it's 26 feet. I say all that because we have a fifth wheel that is 32 feet long.
32.
We were able to navigate through Loop C and get into a spot. Most of the spots at Mammoth Cave are pull-through sites. They do have back-end sites as well, but I would say the majority of them are pull-through sites, and most of them are 50, 60, 70 feet long. So it's not necessarily the size of the site that is the issue. It's navigating to the site on the very narrow road and making sure that you don't hit the many, many, many trees that are in the campground.
It's like any national park. There's a lot of trees. We were in Site 90, which is actually on the end of the loop, and I would say for our 32-foot rig, Site 90 was perfect just because we were able to get in there, made some adjustments. We could have gone further forward or further backwards. I mean, it really was more than enough room for our 32-foot rig.
Yep. And our site actually had very few trees.
Right.
I think it had 3. So we did not have to deal with as many as some of the other sites that we saw. So
Yeah. But yeah, there's definitely a mixed mode of how people camp there. So again, we saw everything from campers, RVs, vans, tents, people who just slept in cars.
or hammocks.
Or hammock. I mean, there was literally everything inside of this loop. So it definitely wasn't just an RV only type loop. It was whatever mode you wanted to camp in. If you made the reservation and you could get in, you could do whatever you wanted to.
Yeah. One of the big advantages to the campground is the location, because you can actually walk. There's a trail and you can walk to the visitor center, and the visitor center is where you can go on all of the cave tours. So if you're planning on going on a cave tour, you can drive to the visitor center if you want to, but you can literally just take the trail and walk over.
Yeah, we walked one day and it literally was
So short.
maybe a 10-minute at most walk.
Yeah. So that's definitely an advantage, is that it's in a really great location.
Fees. So what did we pay per night to camp there?
It's $25 a night to camp there. And there is no entry fee to this national park, which is shocking. We had our America the Beautiful pass out, ready to, pay our entrance fee, and they do not have one. I think the reason for that is because you have to pay for the cave tours. And so they're basically using the cave tours as kind of an
revenue.
entrance fee. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're going to leave you with a drive through the campground, and that's just going to help you be able to sort of understand the navigation of that a little bit better. Maybe it'll help you decide whether or not it's a place that you can camp. So make sure to watch that and like this, subscribe, hit the notification bell. What is that? I can't remember what all the
Share.
things are.
Yeah.
Share it.
Yeah. Make sure all your friends know about this one.